Yo, what is up, guys? Prodkevs back in the building. Today we're gonna be breaking down a PHARRELL type beat. PHARRELL type beats are kind of, I feel like Tekka just came and went. I hope some other artists hops on PHARRELL type beats because they're just that good. They're just the type of beats that just keep you moving, make your body move. You know what I'm saying? Other than like reggaeton beats. My name is Prodkevs, internet producer. I have some songs. Check them out on Spotify. They're gonna be in the description. But let's just get right to it. This is the beat. So that's the beat. It's a pretty I'm gonna break this down layer by layer. We're just gonna unpeel the onion. Oh, and by the way, this exact loop is in my Phantom sample pack down in the description. So that's a free sample pack. If you guys want to make PHARRELL type beats and maybe you just want like a way to get started, check out the sample pack. Phantom sample pack in the description. Check it out. This loop is in there and there's a ton of my most favorite PHARRELL type beats. I have a ton of PHARRELL type beats. So check out the sample pack, Phantom sample pack in the description. This is in it. So let's break this down. So it's really just like a little minor chord here. We're in, I believe G minor, the G minor scale. This is from X-Band. X-Band is probably either next in line or like right there with Trident, but this is on X-Band. Honestly, guys, X-Band, I don't know exactly how much it is, but during Black Friday, the X-Band was like 30 bucks. Hopefully it's like that again. So what this is a guitar. So this is a nylon finger plus harmonics guitar. So it kind of gives that little bit of a pluck type, you know what I mean? And it's just meant to create momentum because with PHARRELL type beats, everything should have its own space. You know, there should be a call, there should be a response. This lead was actually a two-parter. This is exactly how I made it. This is a one-shot that I grabbed from here, you know, from my one-shot kits. It's like a triangle sound, some grain on it. So like I said, so the lead here is a little bit of that call and response with this top part. And then we have this part right here. Now this is where the call and response starts to happen. So what this is here, this ARP, this is the chord progression that I got here, right? It's the same exact chord progression from the E piano, and I went into the ARP section part of the E piano. So this is a really cool way if you don't really know what pattern to use. I recommend using ARPs within the VSTs. A lot of these VSTs have these ARP sections. Honestly, you could just be messing around with it and actually find something that's like, that just works. So here in the Trident Extreme ARP section, you go into the pattern. Obviously you turn on ARP, key sync, make sure keyboard is turned off. Gate and the velocity should be around the same. This one I'm using the Guitar Country Pick 2. You know what I mean? It's not really an arpeggio pattern that I created. It's really just the chord progression with the ARP function turned on. There you have the call and response, right? Really is the secret sauce, is having a call and response. This is why the call and response is so important, because it just keeps to the listener, they're on flow state. They're not really listening to the breakdown of the beat. They're just in flow state. You know, they're just listening. But how do we create that flowy river? And like I said, I feel like this goes with all kinds of beats. I'm yapping a little bit, but call and response. And then you have the bass. This is one of my all-time go-tos when it comes to bass. This is a one-shot, just a standard bass. So with Pharrell type beats, you just want to make sure that you're using less of the computer-like program sounds and you use more live acoustic sounds. This loop is in that sample pack, and like I said, there's so many other loops in that sample pack, Pharrell type beats. So if you're trying to make Pharrell type beats, just get the sample pack, brother. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. This is just classic Pharrell. Replace the hi-hat with this like little glass. Whatever hi-hat pattern you have, replace it with this little glass sound. You guys hear that open hi-hat? Non-programmed, right? It's not really programmed. And then when we bring the whole thing together, this beat is on YouTube, so go check it out. Check out the beat. I hope you guys learned something today about call and response, about what VSTs I use, sound selection I use. Check out the loop kit or the sample pack down below. I also have a Don Toliver sample pack called Human. If you guys do Don Toliver type beats, I am releasing a reggaeton sample pack next. Different types of sample packs, different music. We're here. We're making music, you're making music. Let's just all share our music. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, my name is ProdKevs. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. I love you guys. Peace.